We're learning more about the moments a protester was carried out of the Capitol by state troopers. It was after lawmakers advanced a bill that would allow school districts to charge tuition to the families of undocumented students. Jackson Pitchen was there when this happened, and she is here in studio now to break down what happened here.
Well, Nikel, the state senators from the Finance, Ways and Means Committee spent 30 minutes discussing the legislation before coming to a 7-4 vote. Once the gavel was wrapped, protesters began singing, chanting, and holding up signs. 5 protesters in the front row did not listen to the sergeant-at-arms demand for them to leave the room. 3 state troopers were then called in and asked the women to leave the room. And after about 12 minutes, the protesters in the front row got up. But just as they were walking out, they noticed their 80-year-old friend, Lynn McFarland, was still sitting in a different part of the room. The protesters would not leave without her, and after 10 minutes of troopers trying to get her to stand up and walk out, even warning her that she would have to be charged if they removed her, she refused several times. At least 8 state troopers came into the room to have her carried out of the building and taken into custody. According to an arrest warrant obtained overnight, McFarland is charged with disrupting a public meeting and resisting arrest, both misdemeanors. She was released just before 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. A few fellow protesters shared their thoughts with me after McFarland was driven away in a trooper's patrol vehicle.
It's just unbelievably sad that our legislators are so calloused and so closed off to the cares and concerns of the communities that they're supposed to represent.
We can't afford having children with nowhere to go here in the city, their parents still here, nowhere to go. What's going to happen with all these children across the state if they get put out of school? It's a recipe for disaster.
McFarland is expected in court on May 2nd.